Hi winners, this is pretty much an update vlog. I won't have a winning Wednesday since I'm doing this right now. It's going to be less organized because this is pretty much just telling you guys why I didn't upload yesterday, and I should continue uploading. It just might be a day or two that I might not. It just depends on the time I have. But pretty much yesterday I had a really big scare hearing that my mom and stepmom had been in a really bad car accident. It was bad. Like, the fact that they're alive is freaking amazing. Um, so I'm past my hard time because I know they're okay, but yesterday was just really hard for me because I didn't know what was going on because they're not here. They're in Baltimore. So I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go to a hospital. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Um, for an hour I had literally no idea what was going on with my mom. Like, that just, it was really scary for me. So pretty much I am gonna keep uploading, but instead of doing something Wednesday, doing the vlog today, so Wednesday should be a game upload that I won't have today, if you get what I mean. So I should have an upload tomorrow and the next day. If I don't, it's because my sister is going to have to stay here because there's no parents at home and she still needs to go to school and I'm going to have to drive her. So she'll spend the night in the extra room we have. Like, the fact that this happened sucks, but the fact that it happened right before River's visiting was like perfect timing, so that way they can be back before River, so that way Olivia actually has a place to sleep. Um, but yeah, it was on the expressway, 4 lanes of traffic. Uh, there was a box truck that had hit them, and the box truck flipped and then hit them again. Uh, Literally, they went from one side of the expressway to the other, like 4 lanes of traffic. No other cars got in an accident. 3 p.m. on a Sunday. No other cars, just them. Um, and the car, it was like the jaws of life to have to get my mom out. They thought my mom was in worse condition than my stepmom, which ended up being the other way around. And I was gonna bring up a picture for you guys to kind of show you what it looked like. I don't know how well this is going to show up on this, but pretty much that was the car they were in, and that's the box truck. It looks like the car's okay, but that's not the side that it hit. It hit um, on this side, which is still kind of hard to see, but you can see that the door's mangled. My mom was in the front seat of that side, and my stepmom was in the back seat of that side. So they both got hit. Their friend was driving. Um, so it's just like seeing that. It was kind of really scary. But pretty much my stepmom had called me up crying, which is scary because she's very tough. So the fact she was crying, and she started off the conversation with, "She's okay, everything's gonna be okay." I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And she said they were in a car accident, a box truck hit them. She didn't know, like, she's like, "Your mom was fully alert, she was aware, she, completely conscious, so that's a good sign." I'm like, "Okay." Anything else? She's like, "Well, there's no blood, so that's also a good sign." I'm like, "Okay." Like, I need to know, like, exactly what's wrong with her. Um, and she's like, "Oh, I have to go, we're here," because she was in the ambulance. So she gets off the phone, and I don't hear anything for an hour. So I have no idea what the fuck is going on with my mom. So I was freaking out. And my mom finally calls me, and she just sounds exhausted and wiped out. Like, she's just completely whispering, just like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Like, just like that. I'm like, "I'm okay. What about you?" Like, what the hell? And she's like, "I'm so sore." Like, her entire body was sore, especially her shoulder and her hip. She already has hip problems, like really bad hip problem, where she is actually planning on getting a replacement this winter. So that didn't help. But it hurt her shoulder too because she had hit the door, and then the door got crushed in. And but otherwise, like, she's fine, which is insane. Like, she said her head would have hit glass if it weren't for the car had airbags that came and like or a curtain comes down. That's what it is, a curtain, and the curtain came down and blocked her head from hitting the glass. So that's amazing. So my stepmom wasn't very smart, wasn't wearing a seatbelt in the back seat. But apparently that was really good because the way she got hit, then she didn't get hit again by hitting the door. She actually was able to go to the left and follow the momentum because they were spinning. But my stepmom cracked 3 ribs, broke 3 ribs, and has a punctured lung. So that, and she was the one that called me first and was like, I don't know what's going on with your mom. She was like, her pain tolerance is high, first of all, and second of all, adrenaline, and third of all, it's not like, that sounds terrible, but she probably doesn't feel any different pain than my mom does. She probably just can't breathe very well. It's like probably sharp every time she breathes in. But it was only 10% of her lung is semi-collapsed. Otherwise, she's fine. Like, her lungs are fine otherwise. So that's really good. But they can't fly here now because of her punctured lung, because you don't ever want to fly in high altitudes and risk collapsing your lung in the middle of a plane flight. So they're taking a train here, and that'll be 24 hours once they get on the train. They're still at the hospital. My stepmom has not been released, which is why they're still there. So they're hoping she'll be released tomorrow, and they'll be on their way, and then they'll either be here Wednesday or Thursday. But because they won't be there till then, tomorrow night and the night after, I'm probably going to have my stepsister. So that way I can take care of her, and she can't be alone. Like, she's 11. So I won't be able to record. So I'm not as ahead as I was hoping to be. I was actually planning on recording yesterday, Psychonauts specifically. I have like no Psychonauts now. I have 1 more part and that's it. Because I was going to record 4 parts yesterday and that didn't happen because I didn't want to be recording and get a phone call and not be able to answer it or not realize it's going off. Like, I didn't want to risk it. So it doesn't help when your mom's like, you know, I want to tell you I love you because just in case anything goes wrong, even though I'm okay now, like if I get a blood clot or anything, I'm like, shut up, stop it. She already jinxed herself by when she left. She was like, if anything happens to me, this, and this. I'm like, nothing's going to happen to you. So, yeah. So I was a little too freaked out to try to record at all. And I won't be able to record tonight because Rob's coming over because he wants to be here for me and we're going to watch American Horror Story. But I'm going to edit something for tomorrow since this is being uploaded today. And I'm doing okay right now. So I try not to think too hard into it. I'm mostly just grateful they're freaking okay. But if I like think really hard into it, like what if, like, then of course I'm gonna like cry and not have a good time with it. But I'm just really happy they're okay. I'm gonna see if they need me to take off and like take care of them, because as much as my mom's gonna be like, oh, I can take care of your stepmom, I'm gonna be like, you were in the car accident too. Like, I can ask work if I can take off for a day to just be your like maid, like just clean whatever, get whatever you guys need. Just out, I'm there. Because apparently a lung and ribs take like a month, sometimes 2 to heal. So, yay. But yeah. So other than the accident, I was going to try and record. That didn't happen. So this week is going to be harder. So I don't have as much saved up for River coming Saturday as I thought I might. No matter what, I was going to, on Tuesday, record Life is Strange when it comes out. So that's still going to happen. So that's what I'll be uploading Tuesday through whenever the hell it ends. I'll just be doing Life is Strange. So at least there's that. I do have quite a few somas. I had recorded enough. I have 4 left right now. 4 episodes recorded. So I at least have that. And I also have something special for you guys. The problem with the special thing is that I recorded it with Snuffles fucking love Snuffles. I mean, I love all my friends, but this is the first time she's actually recorded face with me. And she is only here every other weekend about because of she goes to college an hour and a half north, so she's not here all the time. So we didn't get to finish the playthrough because, surprise, it was a lot longer than we thought it was going to be. Still is. And because I told you guys, pretty sure, that it is a dating sim. And it'll be interesting. I love this game. Stupid. I was laughing so hard that I was crying probably 25% of the video. Like, I just, nope. And we have 3 videos recorded. The thing is that the first one's the introduction. We have 2 romances recorded. The only problem with that is at the end of every video, we were going to do just vote in the comments who you want us to romance next. Or not who you want us to romance next, but who do you want to see us romance next? And that would be the next video I upload. So that way it kind of keeps you guys interested and active and voting. If anyone watches it. But yeah, I was going to upload it every time I get a few votes or whatnot. But we only have 2. So if I upload the introduction video, which is just the first day, and you get to see all of the candidates, if you want to call them that, there's no way to know, like, if you guys are going to pick the 2 that we happen to romance so far. Otherwise, me and her can't record until next Friday to be like, okay, they asked for this one, we're going to record this. But we still won't finish them. We won't. We only romance 2, and there's going to be a total of 8. And we want to do them all because she's never seen them all, and I've seen only like 3 of them, one of which we recorded. So, yeah. This is going to be a long playthrough. And there's an alternate ending. There's a bad end, and then there's an alternate ending that's after you romance everyone that you can get that goes farther than the story, kind of like a sequel, but not like an epilogue. So, it's actually a very interesting story. I highly recommend watching it for 2 reasons. One, it's actually deeper than you would think it is. Obviously, it depends on the romance, but the actual story is freaking weird. They don't get too much into it. You kind of have to look it up, but we try, we are reading it for you guys. 2, my voice acting's beautiful. Let me just say, it's terrible. So if you guys want to watch it, that's why I was laughing so hard. I was crying because I gave each freaking candidate a different voice. It's so bad. Snuffles was our protagonist, and I'm just like, I'm gonna give a different voice to everyone. It was bad. So, it was beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Like, Rob was sitting on the couch just like on his laptop. He could not breathe for a good while because of how fucking funny it was. So hopefully you guys are entertained. But yeah, so I'll try and upload that. I have some backlog with me and my sister, but I don't have the thumbnail drawn, so I could probably try and work on that, so that way I have even more to show you guys. I just feel bad that I haven't been able to record Psychonauts, especially since I kind of put Psychonauts to the wayside before, and everyone's like, not everyone, but like 2 or 3 people are like, where's Psychonauts? Like, we watch it. I'm sorry! It's also starting to get hard, so there's that too. But, yeah. My life has been eventful. I am done. Absolutely done with hospitals, death, injuries. I'm done with all of this. It's been a year and a half of non-stop hospitals. It's just... Because it was what? Last year? Middle of last year. Was it 2 years ago? I feel like it was last year. Friggin' my best friend's sister had passed away. Had committed suicide. And then my uncle ended up in the hospital with a torn aorta and somehow lived that 12% chance of living. He lived. And then my grandpa was in the hospital for hitting his head while he was drunk. Go figure. So I was there for that. And then freaking, and I know it's not anyone close to me, but freaking Robin Williams made me like lose my mind for a good day or 2, as you guys know in the video. And then I think a year goes by, not a year, but like goes by, and My grandma actually ended up in the hospital, but that's because like her right eye, I don't think I ever said this to you guys, but my grandma can't see color out of one of her eyes. It like came out of nowhere, and then now it's getting blurrier, so she's just was trying to figure out what was wrong with her. I couldn't freaking figure it out. So there was that. So I went to visit the hospital for that. And then my grandpa passed away. Well, was in the hospital for days and then passed away. And then this. So I'm like, what the fuck? Can we just stop being in hospitals? That would be great. Like, that would be freaking great. And I've been at every single hospital visit I just listed, except for obviously my friend's sister and Robin Williams. But like, otherwise, it's all been hospitals. Just like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, I'm done. I'm done with freaking mortality being shoved in my face. I greatly appreciate it, universe, if you just slowed it down. Don't jam it all in one, area. Just kind of spread the shit out. And I'm gonna have to visit my dad in the hospital soon too, because he'll be getting a surgery done. So it's like, and then my mom's getting her hip replacement. So it's like, it's gonna be eventful. My parents need to be safe. My family needs to be safe. Friends need to be safe. Just saying. You guys need to be safe, please. I can't handle this anymore. So that's about it. I'll upload when I can, obviously. This put me back a lot. Because of not only because of being emotionally like, but also because of taking care of my sister the next few days. I'm not going to record while she's here. Because that's not polite, and it's just, I want to make sure she's okay. Because she was really freaked out. I mean, she was 11. She hears that her mom, like her biological mom, my stepmom, is the one that's most injured. So I want to be here for her and not be like, oh, hey, I'm going to be over here recording. Come get me if you need me. So, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. You guys have been here the whole time whenever I have something eventful happen in my life. You guys are always so supportive about it. I still just feel bad. Like, I'm always going to feel bad because you guys are always there for me, and I feel bad when I can't be there for you. So, yeah. I hope you guys are winning at life, and I'll see you in the next episode or anything you watch. So, hope you guys are winning at life, and I'll see you for that. Keep winning, guys.